That we move expeditiously, may I also inform the chair and the House that all the amendments under my name on the order paper went through winnowing and were agreed to be dropped. I therefore withdraw them whenever they come up so that we can expeditiously move with the chair of the committee on the amendments agreed during that harmonization process with the committee.
And then let me just take you.
And Honorable Chair, let me also thank the chair for that bill he has mentioned will be coming on traditional medicine. There is a lot in that area in terms of scientific knowledge that Honorable Millie was talking about, which we are losing when our older members of society pass on. My own mother is a traditional, herbalist. I told you, Chair, this thing women are calling fibroids, you see them going for surgery. My mother just needs to give you a glass or two of a herb. And
did you say herbalist or magician?
No. Herbalist.
No, thank you.
Herbalist. And it works very well. My own grandfather, Honorable Chair, you must have seen some scar on my leg here, was bitten by a pufferder. And the back of a tree was just chipped and put there, and it sucked all the poison. We lost all that when my grandfather died. So I'm very grateful.
Point of information.
Only if Honorable Kaluma will be willing to be informed.
Honorable
Kaluma, do you want to be informed?
Okay, inform me.
On Millie, precisely.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, actually, there's a member, I don't know which member was saying this off record. That is that magician or herbalist. And Chair, because I actually did this at a master's level, that sometimes we discredit ourselves as Africans when the knowledge we have on herbs, which actually forms the basis for most medicines worldwide. When it is done by the West, it is medicine. When it is done by us, it is magic. It is not magic. It is science. It is traditional science. So the knowledge Honorable Kaluma's mother has is science. It's indigenous knowledge that we have not packaged in fancy words. And that is why I'm very keen on herbal medicine.
So, Honorable Chair, the point was that all my amendments in the order paper,
yes,
for purposes of clarity and expedition, are hereby formally withdrawn so that we can move and pass this law.
Thank you. And I wanted to bring in Honorable Dawood, but before then, let me hear from the leader, or majority leader.
Honorable Chair, and I want the attention of the Honorable Kaluma, the Honorable Ochieng. I want to inform Kaluma one thing. You see, when Kaluma says his mother is a traditional herbal, it's not traditional, it's herbal. You know, that herbal tree today exists, and your mother can go and pick it today. It is not the knowledge could be traditional.
So the semantics.
But the medicine is herbal. The Chinese today are selling herbal medicine all over.
Very well.
But we cannot put that of your mother in a shop because we have called it traditional. So I think we need to give it its right place.
Thank you, leader. Your
it's
point
herbal,
is made.
not traditional.
Your point is made. Let's make progress. To bring in Hondood, Chair, could you speak on all those amendments in clause 60? Chair, speak on all the amendments in clause 60. Yes, so that Dawood can then come in, and then we seal it.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Chair, in clause 60, I want to amend as per the order paper. In 61, this is establishment of the National Quality Control Laboratory of the authority, which its functions as defined as per the order paper. And then in 2, the National Quality Control Laboratory shall be the quality control laboratory of health products and technologies for the authority. In 3, the board shall appoint a director of the National Quality Control Laboratory who shall be responsible to the authority for the day-to-day management of the National Quality Control Laboratory. In 4, the director of the National Quality Control Laboratory shall hold office on such terms and conditions of service as may be specified in the instrument of appointment by the board. In 5, the director of the National Quality Control Laboratory shall be a registered pharmacist and shall possess a master's degree in science-related field from a recognized university. Then in C, the director of the National Quality Control Laboratory, his functions are given as per the order paper. In 7, the funds of the authority used for management of the National Quality Control Laboratory shall consist of monies received or recovered under the part and portion of the monies appropriated by the National Assembly to the authority. 8, subject to Section 7, the monies generated by the National Quality Control Laboratory in the course of the performance of its functions under this section shall be solely expended on the laboratory. Honorable Chair, the National Quality Control Laboratory, headed by a director appointed by the authority to become a regulatory laboratory of the authority, is a recommendation of the WHO so that the country can achieve maturity level 3. To ring-fence monies from the laboratory such that monies generated by the laboratory shall be solely expended on the laboratory, and the authority ought to give a portion of the monies appropriated to it by Parliament to the laboratory. Thank you, Chair.
Very well, Hondoud.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, my concern was in 5, where I was requesting the Chair, if he can do a further amendment, remove the master's degree, because a pharmacist is a pharmacist, and I think that's good enough, because you do not become a pharmacist so easily. So if the master's degree can be removed from this, I would appreciate. And the last one would be 8, where the money is ring-fenced. That's a very good idea. But Chair, it may need to be changed in the finance, in the way the Financing Act is, because A&A has to be deposited and be approved to be used. So I'm not very sure about 8, if it is possible to be, it can be done. The last one was regarding Honorable Kaluma, the one he was talking about traditional medicine and that, herbal. Ayurveda in India is the biggest thing in the world. So herbal medicine is the way to go.
Very well. Oh, let's hear from Honorable Makali.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. I also wanted to comment on the issue of the financing of the authority. And I totally agree with what Honorable Dawood has said. It will not be fair just to ring-fence the resources through this act, because we also have the Public Finance Management Act.